Good afternoon. My name is Carl Winterman. I'm the Chief Code Enforcement Officer for the City of West Carrollton. Among many other duties that I perform for the city, one of my chief ones is handling the property maintenance code. To see that all properties in the West Carrollton are maintained to a higher level so we maintain our property values. The other more important reason is for life safety issues. So today I've asked our fire inspector, Mike Long, to come along with me so we can talk to you about smoke detectors and where they need to be at, the different types, and also about renter's insurance.
My name is Mike Long, work for the City of West Carrollton Fire Department. I've been under the fire service since 1978. And part of my job here in the apartment complex or multifamily is to look at the compliance for smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, egress windows, just anything that we can think of life safety in an apartment complex.
So Mike, can you tell us, have we had any fires in the city recently where smoke detectors, one, might not have been there, or two, didn't have batteries, and then maybe three, where the person that rented the apartment didn't have renter's insurance?
Yes, all of the above. We have had, I think, 3 to 4 apartment complex fires this year. A multitude of apartment owners or renters not having insurance, not covered, smoke detectors not working, or present and laying on top of the refrigerator, no batteries, or present with no batteries, not sounding at the time of the fire. So that brings us to why we're doing this, showing the importance of checking your smoke detectors and the importance of having renter's insurance. Today we're here at one of our apartment complexes here in West Carrollton, and we do have a lot. About 50% of our population does live in apartments, so we picked this one. We are on the second floor. We are going to look at the importance of the placement of smoke detectors, how they sound, whether they're interconnected or not interconnected, where they're supposed to be, carbon monoxide detectors, where they're supposed to be if you need one. Okay. And we'll walk through the apartment and go from there.
That sounds good.
Okay, we're going to go on into the hallway now and look at this detector. We put our mask on now because we are going to be within 6 feet of each other, so we're going to go ahead and walk through the common hallway here. And typically it starts out with a smoke detector in every bedroom and then one within the common hallway. So we have one above here in the common hallway. We're going to go from the common hallway into the main bedroom. And as you come in, there's a couple of things for life safety. Number one is they do have a detector right above the doorway, which is good. We can test the detector to make sure it works, which you're supposed to do twice a year. The door is open now, so when you're sleeping inside the bedroom, you're supposed to have the door closed. So that way if the alarm goes off, smoke alarm goes off, you feel the door, make sure the door's cold. If not, when you look behind you, you've got a very large window. That large window is big enough for you to escape from. So every bedroom has to have 2 ways out. Windows one, hallways the other to get you out. Okay, so we're going to test this alarm, and you reach up, press the test button, let go, and it works. That's really all there is to it. We'll go into the second bedroom. Now, if you would have heard that chirp, that means there's a bad battery someplace in one of the alarms. So with that said, we're going to have to check the alarm and make sure that the battery is new or replaced. We'll see if this one works. And it does. And we will do the one in the common hallway. And it works. So those are the detectors inside a 2-bedroom apartment.
So Mike, we just come through the 2 bedrooms and came out the hallway. My question is, are these smoke detectors, are they electric, are they battery, or are they a combination of either one or the other one?
Particular smoke detectors in this unit are all battery operated. The code did not require them to be electronically connected. That didn't start until 1996. These were built prior to that, so these are standalone battery operated detectors. When the chirping starts, you replace the battery, and my suggestion is when you replace one, do them all. So that way they're all tested at the same time. So the particular ones that they have in here are ionization smoke detectors, which is fine. There's ionization, there's photoelectric, there's combination, and then there's carbon monoxide. And I say detectors, but the true terminology anymore is smoke alarms. They have changed it to smoke alarms. Follow the instructions from the manufacturer when you buy these to put them inside the unit. If you're going to add some yourself, the owner, it's their responsibility to have the units up to code.
So Mike, that was an excellent point about reading the manufacturer's instructions. More specifically, you just don't want to pull it out and say, okay, this is where I want to put it at. You need to see where it needs to go. You don't want to put it too close to a corner because it may not register the smoke fast enough. In the city of West Carrollton, smoke detectors are required at minimum battery as well as carbon monoxide detectors in all residential units. That's multifamily, that's single family. We're here in a different building where we experienced a fire earlier this year. Different types of smoke detectors are in this building because it is considered new construction. Then we actually have some approval tickets from our building inspector over there. Mike, you want to lead us through this apartment and tell us what type of smoke detectors are here and what makes them different than what we just seen?
Okay, well, we're in this unit here. This is a single bedroom unit, and we have, again, what's code requires, one smoke alarm outside of the bedroom, and then we'll walk into the back bedroom here, and then we've got one smoke alarm in this bedroom here. And under new construction with these smoke detectors, they have to be interconnected. So when I press this one, not only will it sound, but so will the one in the hallway, and then there's another one in the common hallway. So that way, if there's a fire in the hallway or there's a fire in the unit, these detectors will go off and it will notify the buildings. So when I press this one, all three of those will sound. So that way there's one sounding in the hallway, so the occupants of this building, this happens to be a 12-unit building, everybody will know that there is an alarm going off in this side of the apartment complex. So I'm going to go ahead and press this and I'll show you what I'm talking about on the interconnected. So you can hear this one going off, you can also hear the one in the common hallway. So I can press this one again. And when we enter the hallway, when we're exiting, you can see in the hallway there are 4 alarms, one for each unit. So with this particular alarm goes off inside this unit, this one will sound. So you have smoke alarms going off in the common hallway. Also with the new construction, you can see a door rated frame here. These doors will have closures on them to keep this common hallway hour rated. It's all part of new construction that requires the plans that Carl was talking about.
Exactly. That's some good information, Mike. Earlier when we started the program, one of the items we said we were going to discuss today was renter's insurance.
Correct.
What kind of information can you give us on that?
Well, renter's insurance, depending on the lease that you are running into, is probably required for the first year. Renter's insurance costs somewhere around $20 to $25 a month, depending on your policy. The best part of my job is fighting fire and investigating fires. The worst part of my job is taking somebody through their unit and everything that they've lost. Not only realizing that they've lost everything, but also they could be responsible for the fire damage depending if it happened in their unit. Keep in mind, this particular building, there's 12 units. You're relying on 11 other apartment owners to have insurance. And it is by far the thing that makes me just cringe that people are living in apartments without renter's insurance. For the cost of it, there's no reason why they shouldn't have it.
But Mike, my question is, the apartment community has insurance. Why doesn't it cover my stuff burning up?
Well, because it covers their insurance. You're required to cover your own interior contents. They're required to cover the building, the property.
Oh,
so there's two different animals here. One they have to be responsible for, the other is the owner has to be responsible for.
I just want to bring up one more point. Mike, when we were in the bedroom, you were pointing out that windows being a secondary egress. We're on the second floor of an apartment. Is there some kind of a ladder maybe that might work?
You can pick up a ladder at any one of your convenience stores. They make it to go over the windowsill. You break the window out. You can get off the second, third floor very easily, and you'll want that just in case there is a fire.
So we've been to 2 different apartments today. One is existing and one is new construction. If you had to list just 3 items that you want to get across to the citizens today, what would those 3 be?
Have smoke alarms, make sure they work. If you're in an apartment, condo, get renter's insurance, make sure you have it. Call 911 as soon as possible.
As soon as you get out of the building.
Get out of the building and call us. Call 911, we're here. Saves property, but most importantly, saves lives.
Excellent. Mike, again, thanks for coming with me today. Again, we want the citizens of West Carrollton to stay safe, and so with that I say stay safe, West Carrollton.